So I am Navin Malik. I've been a business owner for 20 plus years in digital transformation. And this particular post is about product marketing, especially in the context of the product life cycle. And so what I want to highlight here are some insights that we gathered from the book Crossing the Chasm by Jeffrey Murray. And so the product life cycle can be divided into really 4 or 5 parts. Then the first part is the early adopters, and then you get on to the visionaries who give it some momentum, and it goes on to the early majority. But from the visionary stage to the early majority stage, there is a chasm, meaning there is a break. And this inflection point or this break has to be surmounted. Otherwise, the product goes down the drain. And that is the import of my post. And I'll come to it in a moment. So, beyond the early majority, there is a late majority, which is the other side of the bell curve, and finally there are the laggards. So let's just look at it from the context of product marketing. And so let's say I have a product and I take it to the market, and there will be people like early adopters who are very keen to just try out something because it's new and it's exciting and it challenges the status quo, and so the product starts to get some traction. And these are also typically people who are the friends or the contacts of the innovators, and so it creates some excitement that the product is getting traction. And often people make a lot of projection about how much sales will happen and what kind of scaling can happen in the next 1 year 2 years, and often those are overestimated. And let me come to the reason why. Now the next stage is visionaries. Now these are influencers in organizations, and they are very smart and credible leaders. And the moment they see some traction with early adopters, as long as things make sense, they are willing to pick it up and they are willing to give it their support and see them to fruition. So it is very important that when we are dealing with visionaries, they have given the support for the product, but they are very demanding people. They have lots of insights and they have lots of ideas which they want to capture in the product. So number one, it is important to manage their expectations, that it takes time. And number two, it is important to do what they are saying, because they are highly intelligent people, they are highly knowledgeable about their domain, and it is okay to take the stretch and put in the efforts and match the product to their needs. So this is a stage of product development, and even though it may not sound so profitable at the start, but it is very valuable. Now comes the chasm. So the moment you try to take this product to the main market, you suddenly find people are not willing to adopt it. The early majority wants it, but they are looking for a complete solution. They are looking for a return on investment. They are looking for solving a significant business problem. And they're looking for evidence of where else it has been done, and how it compares with the existing offerings in the marketplace. So there is a chasm and there is a slowdown between the visionary and the early adopter stage on the left and the early majority on the right. And this is a stage of adaptation which is necessary and to be expected, and a lot of businesses don't cross this. It has to be planned for, is what I'm saying. The late majority are people who are looking for brand, they're looking for reputation, they're looking for a proven, well established product, and they will not take it until the product has reached that level of maturity. So it is not possible to approach 100 people and all 100 people say yes to the product. No, there will be a certain conversion ratio, and we need to recognize people who are visionaries, people who are the early majority, people who are the late majority, and people who are the laggards. And make no mistake about laggards, they are a very useful part of the customer community, because they are critics, they give feedback, they tell you what's wrong with the product and how it can be improved. So even though one is not making a sale to people who are laggards, uh, they give very useful feedback, and that can be incorporated in the product and take it from strength to strength. So just sharing how the marketing process looks like across the product life cycle.